Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2018 Chill Open. I am Ben Smash, and I'm very excited to help kick off this most excellent tournament, and thank you all for joining us today. Before I begin, I want to take time to thank the organizers for volunteering and working their butts off to make this happen. Charnick, Merc, Squid, Warden, Monocro, and the objectively handsome McFreeze. Thank you all very much for helping out. So just a little history. Last year we did a community Overwatch tournament, and it was a huge success, and it practically doubled our community size. And without you guys, without that retention, we wouldn't have that this year. So thank you very much to all of you who are back, and to all of you who are new. Sit back and enjoy. This is a friendly tournament. So play fair, have fun, and good luck to all of you.
All right, thank you, Ben. This is McFreeze here. I want to thank everyone who put in all the work to help us get ready for this. You guys all been really great. And this tournament is pretty special to me because it really got me invested in this community and really led to me meeting a lot of really cool people here. And yeah, it was really good. So today we've got, of course, the amazing Dr. Bainling, MD, on the commentary with me. And we've got Monocro as well.
Hello.
And of course, Merc on the camera, doing a fantastic job.
Yes.
So
3 cheers for Merc.
All right, so we're going to kick off our group stage today. We got 2 groups going to play round robin here. So our first match, we've got GoatC9s going up against the team which is named "The World is a Beautiful Place and I Am No Longer Afraid to Feed." Thank you.
And we'll be referring to them as the feeders because I don't want to say that every time they make a push.
It's a smart decision.
Remember that very fondly. Okay. So I think we're all ready to go.
What are the rules for each of these matches? How are we determining victor?
That's right. We've got in the group stage here, we're going to do best out of 3 maps. So first team to win 2 maps will be the winner of the match. And the 2 teams in each group that finish the best in the standings will move on to the playoffs. So looks like we're going to start off each map with the randomly selected control map here. So the wheel has spun and landed on Oasis for our first match here tonight. Looks like both teams are ready to go. So we're going to start here in just a few seconds. All right, here we go.
A big shout out to the teams and all the very talented artists who have submitted their very excellent logos, and a very special thank you to Glitchwitch for the art she's contributed to the stream. We are very fortunate to have so many talented and weird people in our community. Good luck, everyone.
It is very nice. All the great art, and even all the good art. Really all kinds of art. So this will be interesting. It's of course the first match, so we don't know much about either of the teams. So we're going to see. It's of course Overwatch is very different than it was last year.
Certainly.
So,
I've had the distinct pleasure of playing with a lot of these guys, and there's definitely a lot of unique styles at play.
I will protect
I don't think they've all played
moment
together
to enjoy
individually
some
up
peace
until
and
now.
quiet.
So it'll be fun to see how they do.
it's going to be
So-
interesting.
Between the two teams, you have a very different team layout as far as SR spread and everything goes. On the GoatC9s, which are our blue team, if I'm right, they have a very high spread between the highest and the lowest. And then on the red team, which we will be calling the feeders, they have a very solid core that is all very similar in SR. So what you're going to see is a very solid core team against a team that has a very good carry, and then people who are, you know, redlining their abilities to play, trying to keep up with the rest of the team. So we'll see how that goes.
See, we got already a fight taking place on the point. Bitter Steel on the Farah, trying to take control of the sky here, and without RDK in the mix, it's going to be difficult for them to do anything about it. It's like GoatC9s are going to take this fight pretty decisively.
I'm interested to see if feeders switch to a Farah here, because GoatC9s are running double explosives here, which a Farah would just eat alive, especially on this map. But I don't know if they have any huge Farah players in their lineup, besides, I guess, Largo, but he's on off tank for this lineup.
It's like they're going to try to leave it to RDK to try and deal with this Farah. They're actually going to make Champy switch onto the Hanzo, have another threat here. We'll see what they can do. Hanzo can get that ultimate up pretty fast. RDK putting that pressure on already. Bitter has to take cover.
Oh, and which overextends and comes out okay on the other end.
Which, with the flank there, Danger gonna come in with the res though. RDK back in the fight. Res on both sides, but BioPanda is gonna go down.
Largo is deep in the brawl. He's going after their other tanks and their supports.
Oh,
Hands in the cookie jar.
rocket barrage from Bitter. Gonna clear out the point and keep the fight in the GoatC9's hands. That was looking like it might go either way there for a minute. Bitter able to hit the barrage and survive. Let's see, but the feeder's coming up with 5 ultimates into this fight. Let's see if they're able to take it back.
If there was any point where they would take a point, it's now.
RDK with the high noon, not gonna find it. Pizza will go down. Gonna be red.
Which is coming in through the rear.
That Transcendence gonna keep everyone alive. Bitter's gonna go down. And it looks like feeders are in the lead in this fight. It's still not safe though.
It is a 4v4, but it is quickly turning into a 1v4. Looks like the feeders are going to take this first map.
Just we're not able to get those kills to finish it off. GoatC9s.
Oh, I'm sorry, the GoatC9.
GoatC9s going up 1-0. Let's see. We're gonna have
Remember
any
your training,
changes.
and we'll get through this
either
just
side.
fine.
Yes, I did call it for the feeders. I'm very optimistic about their performance. I think they'll have a good run on this map.
This is going to the university, not really as favorable for Farah play, and Bitter is going to go to the Roadhog. They're going to run triple tank. GoatC9s.
2, 1.
Feeders sticking with Soldier and Hanzo. See if they're able to break through all of this health. Both teams posturing onto the point here. No one. Oh, Javo with a big charge. Able to take out Pizza. Javo goes down. Which, once again, getting into the backline and taking out those squishy players on the feeders. They're going to have to find a way to keep Witch away from their supports. see. Feeders are able to regroup here.
Throughout this match and the last one, which has consistently been going into the back lines and has not been looked at until it's too late.
RDK now swapping onto the Reaper, trying to chunk down these tanks. That big burst damage. Let's see. Getting held
And
back by
Riptire
the
out.
shield. RDK able to get the kill on the Rhine. Rez is going to come in on the Pisa. There's a big advantage here for Peters. Champion in a great position here, just firing down from the high ground for free. It's looking like Peters are going to try to get them off, but they haven't got really the kills yet. Bitter coming with the whole hog. He's going to be taken out. Sound barrier committed here from the GoatC9s, but they are going to get pushed off. There's the flip. Feeders have taken the point.
And the Feeders do have a pretty solid ult advantage right now. They have Death Blossom and Transcendence available. They almost have an Earth Shatter that'll build pretty quickly, and they almost have a Self-Destruct as well.
Bitter once again switching back to the Pharah. Now that the soldiers become a Reaper, feeling like he can probably do a lot more of what he wants. Oh! You don't see that very often. The Death Blossom takes out the Pharah. That's one way to do it.
It's that anti-air Reaper.
Pizza misses the Earth Shatter, but looks like Peters are going to clean it up here. Keep control. Getting pretty close to an even
ultimate is
up
charging.
match in terms of percentage here. Let's see. GoatC9s only with that Riptire. Feeders with the Transcendence. No other ultimates other than the Graviton for the GoatC9s.
RDK's Reaper was lurking in a corner, but unfortunately was the wrong corner to be lurking in. But he is now in position to come up behind him and take out a support. Oh, Witch goes down.
Largo went up aggressively, but got taken out by the Riptire. Let's see what happens here. So the GoatC9s are going to have the position on the point, and they're going to win this fight here. Take the point back. But Feeders really only have to win one more. They're going to have a couple of opportunities.
They do have both support ults available for the next upcoming fight, which will be absolutely important as long as they don't eat that barrage too close.
Yeah,
Double Fetch Shatter is going to make or break this fight, I think.
GoatC9s have been using their ultimates as they come up, so they haven't really had a lot of them at the same time. Here's a big Dragon Strike. That's going to get huge value.
This should be the fight.
That's basically the fight right there. Oh, Danger pops the Valkyrie.
I'm on fire!
So let's see. It's going to be 97% for GoatC9s, but they're going to have to rush back pretty fast to this if they want to touch the point.
Thunder God does have to get back to the fight with that Transcendence.
All right, here we go. Riptire coming in from Witch. Oh, it's taken out. RDK with the Death Blossom. Huge, gets both supports. And without those supports, it's going to be very difficult for GoatC9s to win this. Bittersteel, the only one left. He goes down. And the Feeders even it up 1-1. Really good comeback after a pretty decisive first round. They really got it together.
I gave them the caster's blessing.
Bittersteel had the flank in the fight where Feeders took the point at the end there, but he just couldn't find enough people to pull the trigger. I think if Feeders had mispositioned even a little bit, I think this may have been a 2-0.
Here we go. Feeders looking at the double sniper composition here on the city center.
It means that they're likely going to be fighting for high ground. Both teams are opting for that. So it will be a very bloody fight at the jump pad and around it.
The difference here is GoatC9 are going to have the Lucio to get to that position faster. They're also going to have a Zarya playing into Largo's Diva, so they might have a little advantage there. We'll see. Well, RDK gets the first pick.
The
Gonna
Fears
be
have
res.
decisively taken high ground. Now all they have to do is poke and fight and be able to take that point
Oh,
back.
Bitter takes out RDK, so both teams are going to have to use their res. Now, Feeders are going to have to drop down onto the point. They can't let it get split for free.
Ooh, Pizza takes a full charge and dies, but the other Reinhardt is dead as well.
RDK just unchallenged up on that high ground. Gonna have to hit some shots here if they want to take this point. No main tank.
Champion with Hanzo has taken the center pedestal up on the high ground, so he is raining arrows down on the enemy team. They have no main tank to protect them from either of
Both
the
these
snipers.
teams missing their main tank. They're being very careful, hiding around the center of this pillar. Largo eats the dragon. It's huge. And Bitter is taken out by Champion. Now it's going to be a battle of the Reinhardts. Oh, Javo does get the shatter, but he can't do anything. The self-destruct makes him hold shield up. But the kills are coming in for GoatC9s, and they should be able to take this first cap. Well, the res comes in, but Pizza is not on the point. Let's see.
They're still fighting this.
They're still
Not
trying
resetting.
for this. Valkyrie committed. That's a pretty big commitment here, but Zintra's not going to have anything to do, just going to have to run away. No teammates around.
That was a very awkward fight for Feeders because GoatC9s had taken so much of the point before they touched that they couldn't leave the point for even a second, whereas C9s got to maneuver around the high ground and on flanks and such.
Infrasight is up for GoatC9. Feeders waiting for that to expire before they go in. RDK now with his Infrasight gonna have the advantage in this fight. Oh, which with the wins the sniper battle again. Excellent sniping coming out from Witch and from
Jabo
Bitter.
begins dancing with his hammer.
Very
As you do.
important to have that emote game on lockdown. Really gives you that advantage, that mental advantage. RDK going for a big shot. Doesn't find anyone. The grab dragon combo, the Dragon Ball, and it gets everyone. So there's only going to be one more chance for the Feeders.
And it is not looking good for them. Right now they have one support ult and Earth Shatter versus two support ults and an upcoming Earth Shatter on the GoatC9 team. So they're gonna have to make this work or they're done for.
Gonna like just come down to, there it is, a big pick from RDK. Gonna have to be
He
res.
took
Oh,
those-
Biopanda gets shattered, can't res. Huge. Trance committed by Thunder God to save
They have this.
from the Reinhardt, and that's gonna be the flip right there. See, Jabo gonna come in, try to get a big pick. Gets the damage onto Largo. That's actually pretty good to get that ult charge.
Now comes the real trial. They have to hold this. GoatC9 has 4 ults. One of them is going to be Infrasight, so not too useful.
Could be, that Infrasight could be big though. Witch has been coming out ahead in these sniper battles, but taken out as I say that from RDK. Ooh, RDK takes a big hit from Bitter.
And they are opting to not res, which probably in favor of holding.
Double dragons
Double
at the
dragons.
same time. They cross the streams. Pizza and Jabo staring at each other. Who will win the fight? There we go. Feeders looks like they're going to come out ahead once again. Remaining members of GoatC9 gonna have to run back to spawn.
GoatC9 has retained their Valkyries, so they will be able to have a pretty good advantage in this next upcoming fight.
Zaintra just used her Valkyrie. So now, that advantage, the ult advantage, gonna go to GoatC9s. They're gonna have the Graviton up very soon, and you know, Dragon Strike can happen in a second.
The win condition for the feeders right now is either killing Hanzo or killing Zarya very quickly and denying the resurrection on them.
Oh, RDK takes out Delicious Butt, which takes out RDK. Let's see if any reses can come in here. Not yet. Transcendence committed by Thunder God. Oh, big Earth Shatter from Jabo Fett. Able to get the Mercy. That's pretty big. Oh, a Pizza with the big charge takes out Jabo. And that could be it. That's going to be it right there. There's no one left on the point. Feeders, come back and take this first map. Really solid comeback there.
I want to give a special shout out to RDK. He struggled cutting down the Pharah in the first round, but in the next 2 rounds, he absolutely popped off.
Really big, just a big sniper battle on that last point.
Yeah.
A lot of big shots that really turned those fights either way. RDK able to come up with the last pick there. Turn that match around. Very close though. Either team could have won that. All right, so since the GoatC9s did lose the map, they are going to have the opportunity to pick our second map here. We'll see what they will choose. They can choose. By the way, we don't have any restrictions. They can choose any map that they want. And it looks like they are going to go with Ilios, another control map. What do you think? Is that a good choice for them?
It's a good choice for no one because the well thirsts.
I think Bittersteel can do very well on the Pharah here, on Lighthouse and Well.
That Pharah has been...
Also, it is obviously... Ilios is obviously famously a Lucio map. And
it is a Lucio.
GoatC9s have been running Lucio Mercy for their support core.
Very true. That Pharah can do a lot of damage on Ilios. So many wide open spaces. So many opportunities for environmental knockoff kills.
Well, we're talking about Pharah, but you have to remember that RDK is a very solid hit scan, and he can very easily shut down a Pharah player, even if they're good, if he can get into a good position, especially on runes.
It might come down to which team gets forced to switch first.
He did struggle in the
He
did struggle in the McCree versus Pharah map matchup on the first round of Oasis, so maybe he can bounce back from that. But if Bittersteel can get the better of him again, then maybe they can tie this up.
One thing to remember about the Garden map on Oasis is that it does favor Pharah. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Oasis Gardens is the single best Pharah map in the game, and all 3 Ilios maps are simply very good Pharah maps.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think both teams are going to be ready here. So in just a second here, we're going to go into our second map. GoatC9's going to need pull off the win if they want to stay in this. Both teams are, in fact, ready. So
I also want to talk about Feeder's tank core as we get into this game, because the thing about their tanks is that they're both D.Va mains, so whoever's playing main tank has to off-roll, and the other one presumably gets to play D.Va. And it was looking like Largo was going to play Reinhardt, but as they play this, he has been on D.Va. And what's his name, who I forget the name of, and I cannot look at it right now, the Jabo Fett, the Masters Reinhardt one trick, has been getting the better of Pizza Rug on the Reinhardt battle.
Javo, if you don't know Javo, he only plays Reinhardt and nothing else ever.
He has. Let me look at his career profile right here.
It is 16 hours of Reinhardt and nothing else for the season.
Yeah, he has 280 hours on Reinhardt and nothing else.
So it's going to be very difficult to beat him one-on-one on that Reinhardt. So much experience. Looks like the feeders, though, gonna run the classic put him in the hole composition. The Orisa, the Roadhog. But they
Feeders
might
are
actually...
breaking out the Brig. I was just about to wonder if they were going to run that to counter Jabo on the Reinhardt.
That is interesting. No Lucio, but a Brigida.
Yeah.
They're gonna run... Oh, there
Oh,
we
and
go.
there's
They
Lucio.
just
Oh,
swatch
there
it.
they are.
Slips-
Okay,
switches
this is
to
an
Lucio.
interesting team comp from Feeders.
No,
It is
three-
going to be very low on healing.
It is the
No,
maximum.
they are actually running the Zenyatta
Yeah.
from Champions, so 1 DPS.
Yeah.
1.
Although Brigade can fill that DPS role.
If Feeders have to win, if Feeders want to
It's
win
like-
this matchup, they have to press W and never stop pressing W.
Zintra is swapping back to the
And
Mercy.
it was just to get him out the gate.
Oh, that was really good by them. They did the speed boost.
Using the speed boost to get out to the point, but still using the Mercy for that better healing. And Largo already gets the first kill. It's gonna be Rez. But that Rez is now gone for the rest of this fight. Witch able to take out Largo, but countered by Thunder God taking out Jabo. Both teams now use their Rez, fighting for position on the point. Oh, Hugin with a huge hook puts RDK in the well. Witch with the tire already.
It was looking like the feeders had the advantage at first, but they were able to hold out long enough with GoatC9 to be able to turn this around.
Thing is, though, they still have all 3 of their supports still alive. Oh, but Largo goes in the pit again.
The well thirst.
Hugin with these huge hooks. Oh no! That was a GoatC9 for a minute there, but they do step on the point. So it is going over to GoatC9s. Zintra committing the res here onto Champy, but fight will probably take long enough. That won't be a huge concern.
Orisa does struggle to push this corner, so we'll see how Pizza maneuvers through this. It looks like he's gotten onto the point, which is important.
Trying to zone Jabo away. Oh, transfer.
Oh, and Bitter is dumped.
Oh,
Surprise
Already
death
came
horse out of
through.
the Rick.
and actually, wow, that looked like it was going to be very bad for GoatC9s. And Largo gets revenge with the hook into the well. So 40% for GoatC9s.
That fight, Bittersteel was the only one in position to capitalize on that grab.
Looked very bad with the first pick and the Graviton committed by the GoatC9s, but able to win it back. Grab comes in. Oh, Malicious, nowhere to go. Right in the middle of it. Looks like GoatC9s are gonna try to back up here. Oh, Jabo with the big charge onto the Brigida. One-on-one. That's gonna go to the Reinhardt most of the time, and it will. We'll see. Jabo, though, by himself. We'll see if the... Oh, wow. A very aggressive res from Zintra and able to get it off. That's huge. That's going to buy them another 15%. They're going to have to wait for Jabo to come back. Let's see what GoatC9s are able to do. Bittersteel now onto the Zarya. They're going to run triple tank here. Try to just push through this low damage composition. But RDK with the dragon takes out Witch. Sound
Oh, they
barrier.
have but they have no way to work with it.
Want to Jabo push in, trying to get that res off. But looks like they're not going to make it in time. Now, this is the last fight.
Bittersteel has a grab coming up.
Oh! The grab pulls Largo. Largo was going into the well, but the grab pulls him back out of it. That is
And
so unlucky.
And Jabo's Earth Shatter registered nothing because there was a Brigida and then a shield in the way.
Oh,
This is a winnable fight for GoatC9s.
This is still a 3-on-3.
Don't have the mercy.
But RDK coming back on the Tracer. Gonna have to be Dugan coming back on the Diva just a touch faster. But the support's going down for GoatC9s. Which is gonna try to come back on the Tracer, get a pick here, make this winnable. Let's see what happens here. Largo kind of summed off the point here. Bitter coming back on
They're
that
slowly getting
Doomfist.
shoved off this point.
Bitter will go down, but does get a pick.
And better yet, he punched them out of rally, so
But kills are coming in for the feeders. That's probably gonna be it. They're gonna win this point. Now, one map away from taking this series.
Score 0-1.
Let's see. GoatC9s can turn this one around. This map, famously, big Widowmaker map. These very long sight lines. It might go down to the battle once again between RDK and Witch.
and neither team is opting to use Winston. So the Widowmakers are going to have almost free reign throughout this fight besides each other.
Let's see. Largo might be able to pressure Witch. Bitter might be able to pressure RDK, but none of the other heroes really gonna be able to dislodge these Widowmakers. Let's see. Anyone is gonna be able to get that first pick. That can be so important.
Attention, tu mets le pied.
RDK gets the hit, but not a headshot on the Witch, so gonna be able to go back and get healed. Point is actually gonna be flipped by GoatC9s already. They're gonna start getting that meter ticking up.
Oh, and Witch now has an open shooting ground. RDK is back up, but can he shoot Witch?
Kills coming in. RDK escapes the hook, but all the kills coming in for GoatC9s. This is gonna be a hasty retreat for the feeders. Witch getting the better of that battle. Really looking strong on that Widowmaker. About to have that infrasight up as well. Just a little more advantage. Bitter still not able to get that Dragon Blade up quite yet, but is going to pressure. Put that pressure on the RDK. Kills coming in behind him for the feeders. Java though, big shatter. But the Transcendence will come in, and he's not going to be able to clean it up by himself.
This objective has my name
Gonna go down.
all over it.
Feeders, take it back. And
GoatC9
they're going to have a lot of ultimates up too.
GoatC9 during that fight opted to fight out of the pit, which is usually a pretty big disadvantage. And they were making it work up until all the ult stumped out.
See Bittersteel about to have that Dragon Blade. Oh, but RDK with the pick on the Witch. That's going to have to be res. Bitter, oh, Bitter takes out two. Oh, but the self-destruct. Two more. This could go either way. Who's going to finish off these kills? Res comes onto RDK.
Oh, and it was interrupted.
Oh, man. That could have gone either way, but it looks like the feeders are going to keep control of this point. Oh, but it's flipping. The GoatC9s just flipped the point. They got off the point. Now they're coming back.
They can hold this.
This is winnable. Bitter going after the supports here.
The GoatC9 is doing the opposite of their namesake by taking the point when the feeders have left.
I was quietly raving this whole round about the feeders' teamwork and execution compared to GoatC9's, but that was a terrible mistake they made right there.
I'm taking
Now they're gonna have to scramble here. If someone touch. Only about 10 seconds left. Bittersteel with the Dragon Blade as well. It's gonna be so difficult.
No chance to counter it.
He just needs to stay out of the way of this Brigitte. And Brigitte goes down, it's free now.
And here it comes.
The blade. This should be the finisher. Bitter takes out the Mercy. Takes out the Diva as well. And this is going to be all over. GoatC9s should be able to win this. And we're going to the third map here on Ilios. After tough stretch, losing the last 3 in a row, GoatC9s able to come back here and even it up. They're going to need to win this to stay in the match. Let's see what these teams decide to go with on the Lighthouse. This is interesting. The Feeders looking to go with a Tracer and Brigitte. Let's see. GoatC9s. Oh, they're going with Tracer Genji, actually. GoatC9s running Reinhardt, Roadhog, and Brigitte comp.
Brigitte is extremely good on this map because the Lighthouse capture point is just a total closet. So when you swing that flail, you hit everyone in that room.
Champy has in fact gone back to the Brigitte. They want to shut down Bitter Steel's Genji. Already, Pizza with the big kill, but they'd have overextended a little bit. He's taken out. Gonna be res though.
Oh, but Jabo is in the cookie jar.
Jabo is deep on those supports. Not able to get the kills. No one's touched the point, but GoatC9s with the big numbers advantage here. Largo trying to stall, but going to retreat. Saves his neck. GoatC9s will take the first capture.
Oh, and Bitter in way too deep.
Now RDK is back on the Hanzo. Doesn't want to play Tracer into that Brigitte.
Oh, Champy and Pizza go over the edge.
Oh, that's huge. Speeders are gonna have to retreat here. That's exactly what they're gonna do.
Which in Huggins showing why you don't go near a cliff when you're playing against Roadhog and Brigitte.
There's just so many heroes on GoatC9s that can knock you off that cliff. And now Bittersteel has the Dragon Blade.
He's looking for it.
Here he comes. Let's see. Oh, takes out Danger with the Valkyrie. That is huge. Valkyrie is gone.
Largo's been doing his best to peel for Bitter this round, but Bitter's been outplaying him by a lot.
But the Valkyrie is gone, but there are 5 ultimates still remaining for the Feeders, and they're going to commit this rally, so they will have the armor. GoatC9s do not have the armor up, so that's going to be an advantage. Oh, big dragon.
The Feeders should take this fight, but the big question is how much of their resources are they going to commit to it? Because they do need to hold on to this.
Slipping. No one's on the point, and they do take it relatively uncontested. The big shatter out of Pizza was able to zone most of the GoatC9s away. Well, we'll see if they're able to clean this up. Bitter with another Dragon Blade, looking for that Mercy.
Oh, and nowhere to run.
No one to fly to. GoatC9s are gonna flip this back. Largo trying to stall with that self-destruct. It's gonna survive. That's gonna get a little bit more percent, but it will eventually flip. We'll see. The Feeders do not really have any ultimates up. Maybe they'll have the Valkyrie, but this is going to be difficult. They're going into 3 ults from the GoatC9s. Pizza going to go down. Big shatter from Jabo. That's going to be it. GoatC9s going to take this map. Even up the series, 1-1.
Bittersteel played so well on Genji in that map. He's been trying to find his hero. He's played Pharah, a couple off tanks, and now Genji. And yeah, I think he's found it. Like, he just capitalized on the openings that his team made for him so well.
On Ruins in particular, we saw 2 Dragon Blades in a row between 2 different team fights, which is an extreme. Oh, those dashes!
Yeah.
Dash resets. very dangerous.
AK
for
kills
the
his
Rich.
teammate right at the end there.
Hey, someone had to do it.
That's true.
Sometimes you have to unstagger your diva.
All right. So, 2-1 maps. Very close already. It's been a pretty great opening match, I think. Don't know. I got no idea who's going to win this one.
Now, I don't know what they're going to pick, but I want to see Hanamura.
I think all the fans are chanting for Hanamura. There is the possibility of a draw on Hanamura, which would mean we would have to go to a fourth map.
I'm so conflicted I would not be able to cast that fourth map.
But as we know, there's never been a draw on Hanamura, so
That's
it's
true.
fine. We'll see. What are they going to pick? King's Row.
A
is
map
the
that
pick.
can draw.
Can draw, but not.
Not
Super
particularly
likely.
likely. I think Merc may veto this, though.
So, King's Row is
Looks like
the
we're going to
pick.
let it through.
All right. This is going to be interesting. Usually see a lot of tanks on King's Row. Which team is going to have the advantage here?
So one thing that the feeders just did is they gave Jabba Fett his map. He is a Reinhardt only player, and they picked I'd call it the Reinhardt map.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I would have gone with Gibraltar, but this will be a slobber knocker between two Reinhardts and two Zaryas, and we're going to see what else people pick. We may see double sniper comps again.
This is a map always been very strong for Hanzo play. Bittersteel and RDK both showed that Hanzo before. Let's see. Looks like.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think
go ahead.
feeders have played Zarya yet, which is obviously the combo that Hanzo has with that.
They have not. They've been running Diva, Rhine, and Diva.
They
I think it's just been.
they ran Orisa Hog on well.
Yeah.
They did.
And their default comp has definitely been Rhine Diva.
Just waiting on the ready. It's like both teams are ready, so here we go. We're about to go live on the King's Row, the deciding map here. Going to determine which of these teams is going to take this series.
Now entering King's Row.
All right. So the GoatC9s electing to defend first. They will have that advantage of knowing what they have to do to win this map. We'll see what these teams, how are these teams going to choose their team comps. Of course,
I sincerely hope that the feeders stick with this comp.
the feeders do have the advantage of being able to pick a really good fake team sitting in spawn here.
Maybe they'll make my dreams come true.
Yeah, feeders are of course hovering the standard meta comp King's Row.
We'll see what they go with. So, GoatC9s coming out. Reinhardt Zarya, as we often see on King's Row.
They
Opting
haven't
for
bought the
that.
comp I expected. Bittersteel is playing Genji again.
They're still on the Genji.
And just in case the Slambulance or a Tank Rush, they do have Junkrat available, which is a big thing on this map.
Junkrat, very powerful on King's Row, able to do so much damage.
Wait, no! Bittersteel's on Doomfist.
Ooh, this is very interesting. A lot of very high burst damage potential out of this team.
There are so many walls on this map. He thinks he can delete people.
4,
Look at this feeders.
1. Attackers.
They are going on
Got
the
RDK on the Lucio here.
And this is
Very
a big
interesting.
brawl comp.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
they're
try
going
and
free
run
free.
the point
My
as
favorite
fast as
combo.
possible.
Oh, and Bittersteel is left in the dust.
Largo stuck on the high ground. Jabo Fett, though, zoned all the way away from his team, but coming back with a big charge. Able to get away. And this is firmly in the GoatC9's hands, this first fight. They really...
Such a good recovery. They were effectively 5v6 and won that fight. Bittersteel kind of lost the plot on what was going on.
He was watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy in the theater.
well,
GoatC9 does now have Riptire, which is what happens when you run tanks into a Junkrat on this map.
I don't know how much longer they want to try this 3-tank composition. GoatC9's doing a really good job of just dividing and conquering them. Here
And
comes
the gate
Riptire.
is being held.
Stampy goes down. Meteor Strike coming out. That's gonna get the damage, but no kills. But this fight is won. We'll see if beaters are gonna stick on this.
Oh, and that was so close to a D-Mech from Bittersteel on the Pizza Rogue.
RDK swapping to the Widow. Really no one on GoatC9s able to contest that Widowmaker at all. So we'll see how this works out.
Widowmaker is so powerful on this first point on attack if you know how to play it. There's this whole path on high ground where you can just rotate and rotate and rotate, and if the defense doesn't play it well, you can just eat them alive. See, and there he goes.
The only person they have that can displace Widow is Doomfist, but if he does dive Widow, he'll have to contend with Hanzo as well.
They're still getting in, making them turn around to look at him. That's pretty big. Jabo with a flanking Earth Shatter. Largo with another Earth Shatter. But Bitter into the back line here. The team got turned around, looking at the Doomfist, looking at the Earth Shatter. And they were not able to follow up on Largo's Earth Shatter. There's only 2 minutes left. Let's see, Feeders are gonna make some changes here.
Barriers on you.
Going double sniper. With the Rhyme Zarya. Champy gonna look to build up that Dragon Strike. Get a possible point clearing combo.
Comme c'est aimable.
Graviton. Bitter already in the back line again. Here comes the Riptire. Takes out the Mercy. Once again, GoatC9s are gonna hold here.
This next fight, the Feeders will have their Graviton ready, and they will also likely have a Dragon to go with it, so that may be the thing that breaks this. The GoatC9 team will not have any support ults available to try to survive the Grab Dragon combo, so this is what makes or breaks the match for them. They
the
do
fight.
have Graviton though.
Bittersteel is now on the Genji, presumably to contest the Widowmaker.
Well,
Here it comes.
Grant's committed early by Pizza. Big charge onto Bitter.
Here comes Largo.
Take
That's
out.
huge.
Big grab. That's gonna be the
They didn't
point
even
right
need the
there.
dragon.
Only one left is Jabo Fett. He's gonna get taken out, and finally the flip does come in. Feeders will capture the first point.
Champy did show Jabo who the real last samurai is in this situation.
Now, this is interesting. Bittersteel going onto the Pharah with this Widowmaker basically uncontested. Let's see. Of course, all these buildings in King's Row, a lot of cover. You can still get a lot of work done without being in too much peril. Oh, Bitter! Able to take out the Mercy. That is huge. And RDK not going to be able
Don't
to
mess with my family.
do anything without that support. Now
That's
Bitter
just
now
coming
it's
on the
attention
flank.
by Feeders. Bitter just snuck up on them straight up.
Now,
When you are Mercy and you get picked, there is no one to beg for a res.
let's see. Feeders. Once again, trying to get position here, but this is such a difficult point on the map in this archway. Largo's shield about to break. He's kind of out here by himself. RDK still trying to find a sight line, but Bittersteel not letting him take that good position. Rev comes in onto Largo. No kills. Feeder's still trying to find a kill so they can actually take this payload forward. Rocket Barrage though from Bitter. Thunder God with the res, but will die.
He got saved by the lamppost. Did you see that?
RDK finally does get a pick, but not going to be enough.
That's 2 picks.
That is 2 picks.
I do not believe they have res available. So
On advantage is a real thing at this choke.
yeah, absolutely.
Those 2 picks going to be big.
Yeah.
See if they can actually get some progress on this payload, but Belicious not letting them move it. Staying alive on that Lucio. Like, it's finally going to be
They
taken
have no
out.
heals right now. They can play
That was-
really, really aggressive.
That was a lot of stall, though, coming out from Belicious,
Yeah.
and with only 45 seconds left. Let's see.
And now
Oh,
Biopan is back, so they have to.
Jabo Fett. Are they looking at Jabo Fett?
Oh, the shatter!
Oh, Jabo gonna go down. RDK.
Huge tire.
30 seconds.
Jabo's gonna be res, though. A flanking Earth Shatter gets 3.
Off the top rope.
Oh, but Largo with the charge. But it's not gonna be enough, and now this is not good. Only 15 seconds left. I don't know if they're even gonna be able to get back to the payload. RDK taken out.
10 seconds.
This could be the defense right here. Largo trying to get back. He's gonna get barraged. Nothing they can do. Payload stops right here in the middle of the street. Really solid defense there from the GoatC9s.
0 to 1. Switching sides.
Yep, they were able to regularly take the team fights, and the only way that they were getting broken was through just total ult dumps, which you can only do so many times.
See what feeders run here.
So
I do. Most likely shooting for a full hold here. It's not impossible to stop them at the choke point, right as the cart comes out, but it's very difficult.
They would have to have a very aggressive defense that would rival what GoatC9 was doing.
Yeah.
So, which is extremely difficult to do because of the extreme spawn advantage that the attackers have at that corner.
So we're gonna see GoatC9s on the attack. Feeder's not sure what they want to run here on the defense quite yet. See, they only have the Reinhardt, the Mercy, and the Hanzo.
That's all you need.
They're still discussing.
Attackers incoming
It's like-
in 30 seconds.
Interestingly,
And we're seeing Reapers
Run a
on
Reaper.
both teams.
oh boy, they're gonna have to hurry up and pick something to actually get to this point on time. Looks like they're gonna run the Mercy and Moira on the supports. Hanzo and Reaper for damage. Very big, once again, big burst damage on the defending team. Just trying to
But-
not let the attackers get to the point.
One of the problems with this comp is that once Bittersteel sees this, it is very likely he's going to be switching back over to Pharah, and they are not going to have a very good shot at countering him.
Which on that Widowmaker, once again. Gonna try to take out RDK, take out the Reaper. Let's see. Jabo getting a good position here. Already zoning him back to the arch, but kill is gonna come in. That's not really gonna be able to be rezzed either, so.
And they are camping his body out.
Yep. GoatC9's gonna be pushed back. Let's see. RDK able to take out Bitter, so this should be a retreat. GoatC9s not going to be able to find anything in this fight. But able to get out with their lives, for the most part, so not going to donate a lot of ult charge. The big dragon, not going to find anyone.
GoatC9 does almost have both of their support ults available, and Jabba Fett almost has his shatter. With one good charge, he can shatter this team. Oh, Champy comes in and turns a flank. He wins the Reapin' and Creepin' fight on the theater side.
Jabba does commit the shatter, but that fight might have been lost already.
Oh, and Huggin is going to lose all of that charge.
A big shatter from Largo just to clean it up. So,
right now, as far as Gravitons go, they are tied tooth and nail at 53%. There is half a second advantage to the GoatC9 team in that regard.
thing is, though,
These are tough
Feeders.
very early. They
very
can-
early. Let's see. Oh, Javo gets to the fire strike onto RDK. That's pretty big. And a big charge onto Largo. This is huge. Big, huge amount of space created here by Javo.
Oh, and Bitter Seal is going for this. Oh no!
Oh, big dragon from RDK.
Right there, Bitter Seal just lost his Death Blossom. He was shot in the head right as he triggered it.
And now, it's still, though,
Finally taking down
GoatC9 still gonna have the spawn advantage. It's just Largo remaining. Largo and RDK. See how long they can stall this out for. But looks like GoatC9s are gonna take this finally. Going to have just about 3.5 minutes.
Whether
That
Zaydrek can
payload.
escape here is going to be really huge for their defense.
My ultimate
Now
is
Bitter.
likely. Oh,
Bitter on
good
that
heal
defense.
from Tabby. That's actually huge for his team. No, he goes down though. They might be able to rest.
And
Bitter
this
on that
next,
Doomfist wants to disrupt.
this next team fight is going to come down to these Gravitons. Both teams are itching to use them.
Bitter going with the 1v1 and gets RDK. That's pretty big. I don't know if they're gonna have the ability to res that one.
They just used res, so no, they won't. And walking Hanto all the way back from spawn, he is not going to be a participant.
Oh, there is a grab and the Death Blossom. That's gonna take out everyone.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the stabilization.
They
From
did
the
commit a lot to that fight though with the Moira ult as well.
They committed a lot, but they might have needed it.
Largo
Bitter
and
Seal-
RDK are going to have to come up really big with their ults because that's all they have to work with right now.
Bitter Seal
Think,
switches to Genji. He did give up an 88% ult charge on Doomfist, which could have comboed with their Graviton that
Oh,
they have right
Shatter
now.
is blocked. Java with the block. Dragon Strike comes in, not gonna find anyone. Witch gets 2 kills.
Sound barrier is committed. Oh!
Shatter.
That's
And
it.
now GoatC9's very close to the victory here. Champy trying to stall. That's as much as he's going to be able to do. And we're going to have to see if anyone from the feeders is going to be able to touch.
They
Doesn't
do
look
not
like
have
it.
the speed.
There's no one in range.
Largo has turned on his Euro beats. He is going on the Autobahn, but he is not
That's
fast
it.
enough.
GoatC9's with the comeback. And they're going to win it.
Play of the game.
Pretty interesting, really close match from both teams.
Double Fed played so well on his one trick. Both Pizzarug and Largo took a swing at trying to contest him in the Rhine battle, but they just don't have the experience on the champion that Double Fed has.
So, big win for the feeders, or for GoatC9s rather.
A controversial call again.
A Freudian
Oh.
slip.
Big feed for the GoatC9s. No, they are going to go up to 1-0 and looking to get themselves in that playoff position.
Who are the other 2 teams in that group?
The other 2 teams in that group are, let's see, I believe that is the Potato and No Payload for Old Men. We're going to see later on tonight GoatC9s going Gonna take on the Potatoes.
I will not be able to cast that game, but I'm really looking forward to that game. That's a very interesting matchup between two very high SR disparity teams.
All right, so great first match. Very close. Very exciting.
Speaking of
And-
not being able to cast, I have a tryout starting 2 minutes ago, so I am going to dip out now.
Yeah,
It
thank
was-
you.
it-
Thank you to Monocro and everyone for helping
It was
out.
super,
We're gonna
super
be
fun. So I'll cast as much as I can this tournament because that was really fun. So I'll see you later.
So we're going to be back in about an hour with GoatC9s versus Potato. And I want to thank everyone for joining us here. And that's going to be it for now.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
Now